Basically, I was keeping the kids. I'm not letting him have time with the kids. I went to Las Vegas with the girls for their dance competition without letting him know. But because he kept saying that he kept threatening that if I ever take the girls to Las Vegas, I'm gonna face the consequences. And I kept asking him, hey, please, Yuri really wants to go to this dance competition and we are already committed to finishing this season. But he just kept saying, no, they cannot do it. Yuri.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sapphire Glow. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Yeah, if you're new on here, please do me well by clicking on the right sign to be part of this amazing family, okay? Hey, now I want to talk about Lily Petals as the title suggests, and yeah, I'm on here to talk about the video that I watched concerning Lily Petals and James's Wahala. This is 2024, and yet the drama is still continuing into 2024. You guys have divorced. I don't know why this up and down, back and forth with the two of you. You know, there shouldn't be love lost between the two of you just because you guys have got children together. Anyways, Sha, I want to talk about this video that I watched that Lily posted on a channel. She went on that video talking about how she lost the court case that the court granted what is it called, awarded the case to just James because they said she was on contempt, you understand. So James was awarded that case, and she was talking about how she wasted her money on the lawyer, that the lawyer didn't know what he was doing, made her to lose her money and all of that stuff. And I just want to talk or analyze on that particular video. That's why I'm talking about it right now in this video. So in that video, Lily was actually like, so that the judge ruled in favor of James concerning the attorney fees because she was in contempt, and then because the judge said she didn't allow, she took the girls to Las Vegas against James's order, because it was when James was supposed to have the girls that she took them to Las Vegas. And you guys know the way Lily always sound manipulative in all her videos, talking as if, yeah, with that pity voice that you could think that James is all wrong, And I went through the comment and I saw that a lot of people were just bashing James, you understand, because they really do not know the story from the onset, and when you have a diehard fan, they will always, like, no matter what you do wrong, they will always support you. And I think that's what a lot of people were doing on Lily's page, but if you're kind of person that's realistic and you dissect situations, you shouldn't take sides, especially, even if you want to take side, you have to know who is on the wrong and who is doing the right thing. And based on what we have been watching since the divorce saga started, we know who is being manipulative and trying to gain the sympathy of fans and subscribers and all of that stuff. Anyways, she talked about how she took those kids to Las Vegas even after she played it with James, and James told her that if she went with those kids to Las Vegas without bringing them, instead of bringing them to him, that she's going to face the consequences. And at last, she faced the consequences in court, because it was something that was brought up in court and the judge ruled against her. I said she was going to pay the attorney fee for James because she was the one that was in contempt. So she took those keys to Las Vegas. And when she was saying that, I was like, for me personally, I just felt that the rules. The rules that the court had already given, placed out, ruled how, written down for you guys, that you guys have to follow concerning those kids. Okay, you knew that something like this, a game like this, a time like this would come, for that the girls would need to travel with you, that you would need to take the girls to at Las Vegas for their dance competition, according to what you said. Okay, from my own perspective, I just think that you knew all this why, that something like that, you knew the date that you were going to do it. It's not something that just came up out of the blues, that you needed to take them, to Las Vegas. You knew probably before that day that you took those kids to Las Vegas, and you were trying to explain. Lily was trying to explain in that video that Yuri was crying. And then, you should have known how to, even if you couldn't have been able to talk to him because you guys cannot see eye to eye, or, speak on the phone over some certain things which he does not agree with you. I feel it would have been best for you to have used those keys to try to, like, get him beforehand, get him to accept, because you know that it's going to be on his time on his time, when the kids were supposed to be with him. You understand that this, you said that you guys are going to Las Vegas. You should have made the way concerning, even with the fact that you knew that the court said, his time should be his time, your time should be your time. You understand? So you complaining about the legal fee that was thrown at you. I think it's worth it. You understand? I don't think there's anything wrong that the judge did concerning that one, because you were supposed to find a common ground with him concerning the aspect of you guys traveling to Las Vegas. You understand? And I know on James's part, I know he could have been angry or not letting it happen, because he knew that your boyfriend, of course, is going to be the one that will, be attending that dance with him. And again, we also know that James really does not support them dancing. Do you understand? Right from the time, we know that he doesn't really support them dancing. Do you understand? It's like you're the one that is, putting pressure on these girls to continue dancing and all of that stuff. Anyways, those are in the past. You understand? But we are talking right. I'm talking based on the last video you did. This video was done like 3 weeks ago. I could remember. I saw it 3 weeks ago. And so I just said, in that aspect, I feel you should have done something more instead of just running away with the kids, because you said the girl was crying. That was why you had to, like, okay, I'm going to take you girls. Undermining the fact that you knew that there's going to be a problem, it's going to hold it against you. Do you understand? Use it as a case in court against you, and which you said he actually did, and he was granted it was ruled on his favor. So another thing you talked about, she also talked about the fact that they got divorced in March, and the next month, how James came to the school and dragged the girl out from the dancing practice that they were doing. I find it very absurd, and I find it very hard to believe that he could have done that. Do you understand? But who am I to say? But I'm just saying, based on what you said, that he came to the school and actually pulled that girl out from the dancing practice. That sounds ridiculous to me. Do you understand? And he also said that this is the day that your dream of dancing is going to end. I don't buy that, Lily. Sorry, I really do not buy that. Even though you said the school mistress or one of the teachers were there, and that thing happened. If there was an evidence now for you to back up your claim, then it would have been easier for for everybody to swallow it hook, line, and sinker. What you just said about James, concerning him dragging his daughter coming to the school and dragging her out of the no, come on, Lily, you can do better. I don't buy that. I never would buy that statement that you made. Which father in his right senses would do that to his own daughter? We know that both of you don't agree concerning the dancing, the dance classes of these girls, because you had your own, reasons why they should continue, and he has his own reason why they shouldn't continue dancing. But for you to come up with this talk to say that he pulled his daughter, and he and the teacher were both dragging this girl, the hand of this girl. This one was dragging the left, this one was dragging the right. When you were saying you have to come home with me and all of that, I don't think, because you would have reported that particular incident, immediately, because that's like child abuse to me. I'm just talking based on what she said. That's what I'm analyzing from my own perspective. Just like I said, before you people come and start criticizing me, from my own perspective, I'm judging based on what she said. You understand? I'm giving my own analysis based on what she said. Yeah, so that was why I said it's difficult for me to believe that scenario actually took place. If you were able to back it up with evidence, then it would have been better. You understand? But for now, I'll keep that aside. That's one point I saw in that your video, in whatever you said, that I really do not would believe or would fall for. Okay, moving on to you said towards the end of the video, you talked about the fact that James assured you that if he doesn't get 50-50 parenting time with his kids, that you're going to be in contempt. He's going to make sure that you be in contempt of the law. And yet in that same voice, you still said he makes sure that he doesn't come to pick his kids. Do you understand that? You said he doesn't come to pick the kids. He always makes sure that he doesn't come to pick the kids, and he has been doing it. He did it for 5 months. He didn't come to pick. How does that correlate? Do you understand? This is somebody you said does not want to lose out of his parental rights. He must, he wants his 50-50 parental rights. So if he, in one word, is wanting to have his 50-50 parental right with his kids. And yet, in another word, you said he made sure he didn't come for 5 months and you didn't do anything. Is that not another angle, another way of pinning him, to the law, against what the court has already granted to him? If he doesn't perform his right, if he doesn't come to pick up his girls, which is part of his 50-50 right? Is that not something that you should have documented, written down the days that he didn't come, that he was supposed to pick up the kids and he didn't come to pick them up? These are things that you should have documented. You understand, that you could have used in court, because there's no way you would have documented all these things and present it in court that it will be ignored. Do you understand? So I don't think you have I don't think you're saying the truth, because now you also want to blame it on the lawyer, that the lawyer made you to lose in that court. I'm sure the lawyer could not understand, or basically just wonder, like, "Wow, this woman has money to waste. Let me just do it, and because I know she's never going to win this case." Do you understand? Because there's no lawyer that would want to fight a case and lose, because the person is tarnishing his own image. Do you understand? Because the more a lawyer wins a case, I know in Europe here, the more a lawyer wins a case, the more people start after them. So I wouldn't think it's the lawyer's fault that you wasted your money on that particular case that you're talking about that you lost. Do you understand? So going back to you saying you didn't regret that you wasted your money. Of course, she's your daughter. You're not going to regret that you wasted your money going to Las Vegas or paying for the lawyer's fee, but you're just angry that he had to make you, take the matter to court, and he had to make you, you're still going to pay his own you're going to pay the lawyer's fee because you lost the case. Do you understand? So there's no way, again, that I would believe that James actually did those things, because these are two contradictory things that you just said concerning James. You cannot just trust the legal system, like you said, but I don't see anything wrong in them, holding you in contempt of court, because you went against their rules. Basically, you went against their rules. The court is not going to look at your emotions, to overrule what they've already placed down, like I said initially. You understand? You went against your rules. You went against what was, designed by the court to regulate the two of you, rights on the kids. But you went against it. So you think your emotion is going to play a better part in their judgment? No. Of course, you're going to be held in contempt of the law. That's just what I understand, because, the law is the law and nobody is above the law. So you think they're going to look at your the reasons why you did, why you went ahead to, to breach the law, and you think they're going to listen to you? Of course, it's not going to work, because the law is the law. The law has to stand. So I'm sure that's why, so don't blame it on the lawyer. Like I said, you wanted to waste your money and you knew the consequences of your actions, and that's what you faced in the court. That's just what I think, Lily. So, yeah, that's what I think, because that's what I just felt about that particular video that I watched. That's all I feel. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Okay? If you have anything to write or to comment, you can just put it down. Let's see, and let's, hear your own opinion about it. Okay, do have a nice day. Bye all. Bye everyone.